Alright everybody, welcome back to Dr. Trotter's Amazing Adventures. This place may look unfamiliar to you, and it should, because I haven't posted a video on it yet, so that's why we're here. I kind of wanted to show you where it all began. This is my very first Minecraft world. It's in vanilla, and I haven't been here in a while and pulled it up just tonight and wanted to kind of show it off. I'm quite proud of it. It's got a lot of neat features, and so I'm going to give you the grand tour. We're starting off here in my casa. This is started off as a lake, and I'll show you that. Let's go this way. You can see we are up in the we're in the water. We are up in the air. I've always had a fascination with airborne houses, and thought, wouldn't it be neat to express that in Minecraft terms. So I built this place, never named it. It ought to have a name. It's neat enough that it should have had a great name. But I never did. Any case, here we are. I'll give you a great view from the shoreline here in just a second. But first, let's do the interior view, shall we? Garbage. Everybody's got to have a garbage. Anything I don't need, burned up. This is new. This is from the latest update to Vanilla Minecraft, I think. It started getting covered in snow, and I think that's just from the altitude. I look around and I don't see any on the ground anywhere else, but I do see it at the same level over here where it didn't used to be. So I'm pretty sure that this is just a update to the Vanilla Minecraft, that once you're above a certain altitude, it gets snowy. And that's pretty okay with me. I don't necessarily mind it all that much. You can see my farm over here. Not wheat farm or anything like that. This is my cattle and sheep farm. I think I've got some ducks over there still too. Had to build a bridge over to it because, once again, everything needed to be airborne. We'll go take a look at that. Before we do, I want to show you my first great redstone invention. So everybody's got to have, the enchantment table surrounded by your books. But unless you want to cycle through a bunch of enchantments, it may take some time to get to a low enchantment level, like 5 or 6 or 2 or 3. You could fix that by eliminating some of these books, but chopping them down and having to rebuild your bookcases every time you want to do that's a pain in the butt. So I've got this. Boom! Sticky pistons pull these bookshelves up inside this case here and away from the enchantment table, and now when I want to enchant something, it lowers. Oh, you know what else happened? I forgot I've used up all my levels in this world. But it'll block out all those unwanted enchantments that you wouldn't want, say, the level 4 and 5 stuff. So, any case, I could even, just for aesthetics purposes, lower the lower bookcases down into the floor too, and now it's just a lowly enchantment table. No real reason for that one. You can have an enchantment table, but you got to have some books with it. All my enchanting supplies, so on and so forth. So, in any case, there's your enchanting area for my castle in the sky. Let's put all my books back. I kind of like it better that way. Makes it feel nice and warm and cozy and secluded in here. Alright, let's go to the inside. Everybody's got to have a stack of furnaces. I try to keep everything organized. Armory, fence, doors and gates, and whatnots. As I say organized, I have my junk chest, of course. Wood stuffs, and this is all building materials here, just all blocks of varying kind. Food, there we go. Up here I've got all my refined metals, railways, pressure plates, buttons and levers, and I think the last one over here is just ores. Yep, ores and the like. So this is pretty much where I quote-unquote live, in case I want to actually get out of the night. Which I don't very often do, as you can not see there, junk. I thought I had my armor on. I've got all diamond armor. So I don't fear a whole lot, and it's of course all enchanted. Once you, ooh, check that out too. Dragon egg, proof I've beat the end. La da 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 da. Okay, anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so there I am decked out in all my armor. I don't have to worry about the nighttime too much. That's right. That's right. I rule. In any case, continuing on with the tour. We'll go out here. This bridge is awesome, if I don't mind saying so myself. I built it actually using graph paper, drew an arc with a compass and tried to do it that way, and just put a block where every square on the graph paper was. You know, thinking it ought to go 1-to-1. I didn't like the aesthetic, so I ended up using slabs and you know, just kind of figuring it out as I went. And it turned out great. I don't think I ever finished it. It's got arches up here with glowstone, but I really wanted to kind of encapsulate the top here, put on a roof of some kind. But it's proven pretty difficult aesthetically. It's easy just to throw a bunch of blocks up there, but aesthetically I think is important. And I just couldn't figure anything out that quite suits what I was looking for. A little experimentation going on down here with sandstone. Didn't really turn out all that great, so it's in the process of being eliminated there. This here, we're coming up to my greenhouse. You gotta have a place to grow all your foods and your whatnots and gardening stuff. So I built this greenhouse just over this way. You can see that I'm near the ocean, so there's tons of beach sand I harvested. Built all of this sand, turned it into glass. Built the sand, smelted all this sand, turned it into glass, and spent a good amount of time in this area building this greenhouse. Turned out great. Now I've got my melon farm in here, both pumpkin and melons. Netherwort, lots of netherwort, and if you look, it's 2 full rows. And something I learned about, you know, maybe it's just my playing style. I don't use a lot of potions, but for me, this netherwort is overkill. Completely overkill. Really don't need it. I could have used 1/5 of this and been just fine. But hey, it's here. And I don't have to go to the nether. If you watch my videos, I generally try to avoid the nether. Don't care for that place. Lots of hostile mobs. I think I pissed off one pig man a year ago, and he's never let me live it down. So anyway, this is my greenhouse. Looks fairly cool, I think. Simple but cool. Interesting artifact from days gone by. These are that's my first home, by the way, down there. Thought it was great. This is a nerd pole, I think that it's called nowadays. When I first started playing Minecraft, it didn't have a name, and I needed a marker to find my way home. So yeah, I built that, jumped down into the water, and used that as kind of a beacon. I didn't know beacons existed or what they did at the time. And when you're first starting off, it's a bunch of exploratory kind of stuff, and this was my foray into marking. Didn't have waypoints or anything like that, so I built a nerd pole. Don't know what that says about me, but I'll let you make your own judgments. Alright, sun's going down, and this game's never been on cheat mode, so I can't... I guess I could go into the LAN and turn cheats on or something like that, but I generally stay away from any kind of hacks or cheats for the most part. In some cases, in rare cases, I'll go ahead and let them happen, but in this world it's never had cheats and never will, so we're going to sleep the night away. Ah, the morning. Fresh as the morning dew. Okay, so downstairs. Well, you know what? No, let's not go downstairs. Let's go upstairs real quick. Yeah, I know that's a real inefficient configuration to jump up to this platform, but whatever. It's just something I like to do. This, this is a mob farm. It worked semi-okay for 1 or 2 revisions of Minecraft, 1 or 2 versions of it, and then somewhere along the line something happened and it quit working. Took me forever and a day to build this thing, and unfortunately it's pretty much useless now. Haven't figured out what to do with it. Maybe turn it into apartments or something. It looks kind of I don't know, communist Russia architecture, something like that. I don't know. But in any case, control panel's down here, and has redstone come up here all around this, and the redstone powers pistons that hold back water until I flip a switch, and then the water flows and it pushes the mobs that should be spawning in here down into ravines that flow down the middle, and they drop and I collect all the loot. Well, didn't work so much. You can see my water's turned on there. I forget how many levels there are. It's maybe 5 or 6 levels. But that's all the way down to the base right there. And you know, I just wish it would have worked better. I may just go turn it off real quick. Can we? Nope, can't do that. I didn't think I could. I think you can only put cactus on sand. There we go. Turn out that light. So my great, wonderful, giant paperweight of a mob spawner. Check it out. How beautiful is that bridge, huh? Perfect. Perfect. You can see my nether portal up here. We'll go take a look at that in a second. So yeah, that's my mob spawner. Let's do the nether portal deal, and then we'll work our way down the floating castle in the sky. And I'll show you what else I got going on in this world. Okay, let's go downstairs. Ender chests, beautiful, beautiful things. Anything you put in here is accessible to any other ender chest in the world. So definitely try to make one of those. They're kind of a bear. I had a lot of problem collecting everything I needed for that. You'll notice a lot of empty space in here. Originally when I built this, it was all just spiral staircase in the middle going up to one floor. Then I thought that was a real waste of space. So I came back and hollowed it out, put wall hugging staircases, and cleared out the middle and made giant rooms. Never had anything to put in here. No mods on this, so maybe, you know, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll come back with a furniture mod and fill this place up appropriately. My fireplace there, keep me cozy. Same thing here. There's the nether rack that's on fire, so that stays going all the time. Little door over to my farm. Hello, piggies, and no pigs actually, cows and sheep and ducks. Big empty tower here. This goes all the way up to my nether portal that I showed you from the outside. I actually ended up putting these vines in here, or not in here, one or two along the outside, and it was great aesthetically, and then they started overgrowing everything, and including inside this tower. We're not going in the nether. Again, I don't care for the nether, but here you are. Good view, creepy sounds. Hooray! Now, if I can do this right, let's just try to... Yeah, check me out. Indiana Jones in this biatch. Alright. We'll keep on trucking. Nice little views. Waterfall coming off the side of my castle. I had always intended to build something over here, which is why I have this nice viewing platform, kind of frame it. But I never did. Not sure why. Well, I do know why. I started playing modded Minecraft on the Tekkit server and elsewhere, and just kind of quit fiddling with this place. Moving right along. Main floor, another empty room. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, this place seems like a house that's on the market, all empty. Alright. We shall... Oh, what shall we do? You know what? That's a very long ride. We'll come back to that one. This is... You know, I forget what this is. This goes places. We'll see in a minute. I'm trying to remember. Oh, wait, I know where this goes. I know where this goes. This goes to house number 3, I think. The big castle in the sky is my first house. I showed you the smaller house down on the hill, kind of the foothill area there next to the river. This, I believe, goes out to a diamond mine and a house I built out in the snow plains. It's, you know, it's okay. Goes through a nice crevasse here, or crevice. I like crevasse. It's not the American way to say it, but I like it. Moving right along. Yeah, it's kind of a long ride. By the way, in order to dig these tunnels like this, I didn't know it at the time, so I had a little bit of difficulty, but after some forum searching, I embarrassingly realized, hey, I could just mark my coordinates using good old F3 and dig my tunnel to those coordinates from anywhere I wanted. So I did that. The reason I initially built a house here is I didn't have any cows over where I was building my castle in the sky, and there were a ton of cows around here. There aren't now. I've killed them all and eaten them like you do. Again, real kind of bland building, but hey, whatever. You know what? It works. Ding dong. That just goes down to the diamond mine. Everybody's seen a diamond mine in Minecraft. Let's take the haul back home. Yes, indeed. I ought to post a sign up here that says Subway. Like the J route or something like that. I don't know. But it's better than traipsing through all that land at night. And so that's why I built this. Had to build tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of track. Powered rail and regular rail. Pretty exciting. You know, if, you know, it's this or death, I'd choose this. And we're coming back. Lots of powered rail. Alright, let's jump in this minecart. Oh, you know what? Before we do, I want you to take a look down here. Look at this. I built a glass underwater tunnel connecting these two sides. I just thought that was sweet. It's pretty useless. I had a mine over there that proved pretty fruitless. Had track running through here. But hey, you know what? You gotta explore in Minecraft, right? Alright. This is my roller coaster ride. Woohoo! Everybody put your hands up in the air. Woo! Yeah! Or maybe not. That's kind of lame. I built this one before I figured out to track my coordinates to get from one destination to another underground. So that's why this one's above ground. And coming up, we're heading into my first house, which really just serves as a junction point now to my next base of operations. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can we make it through? Hey, we did make it through. You'll notice here, I've got detector rails there and there that lift this gate up. Keeps the mobs out. Pretty nifty. Let me take one of those. Alright. Didn't mean to leave my front door open last time I was here. Nice little garden. I ought to come back and plant that. I designed this after the Alamo. Anybody been to the Alamo? Oh, look at that beauty. Look at that. Yeah, isn't that great looking? My greenhouse. One of my favorite pieces in this world, for sure. At some point in one of these Minecraft revisions, it did something to my writability of minecarts. You notice how far down I sit in them now. Not all that spectacular. Alright, here we go. Anytime I need XP, I come here. This is my XP grinder. Little mob trap here. Hi guys. You might be wondering why I have this lava here. Well, I'll explain all that. So, here is the mob spawner. It's a zombie spawner. And of course, if you come around over here, I can show you inside. Maybe. So you can just make it out there. It's like a 9-block radius sheet of water flowing towards this gully that then has water flowing in it. Comes up here, goes up my water ladder above ground, and then drops these zombies back down over here 23 blocks, which means they're really easy to kill. And the reason that's important is you can't get XP unless you kill the zombie. If you drop them too far, they die and you'll get their drops, but you won't get any XP. Well, this is my XP grinder, and so what I'll do is I'll come in here and just stand in that little room watching zombies for maybe a couple hours, and this thing will be loaded. And then I can come over here, grab one of my splash potions of healing, not harming, but healing, and it kills zombies, and it'll kill them all at once. And so I've gotten up to maybe 30 or 40 levels at a time doing that. Pretty spectacular. Alright, let's first let's check what time it is. I don't want to take this right at night, and it's night. But I've got a bed over here too, maybe? No? Dang it, I don't. I think I got rid of my bed. What the heck? I got a bed in there. We got wool in there. I've got butkus in there. I've got 5 string, not enough to make enough wool. What do I got around here? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to cut because I don't want to just stand here. And we'll be right back once it's daytime. And we're back. It's sunny outside, as you can see through my little peephole up here. So I'm going to take this opportunity to head to the jungle, baby. That's where the action's at. Hell yes. Alright. Look at all this powered track. Boy, I tell you, that was a lot of gold and a lot of redstone. This is the longest, absolute longest rail I think I've ever built or seen in Minecraft outside of some well-built adventure map. So bear with me. It's pretty long. I'd cut, except that I just want you to see how long it is. Now, I didn't do this for aesthetics. As you can tell, all this stuff is just floating up here in the air. I just had a ton of cobblestone and rail, and I had seen somebody else build a house in a jungle biome, and I thought, how freaking cool is that? And this was the closest jungle biome I could find, so that's where we went to. And it was nowhere near where I was at, but I wanted it bad, and so I did it. I died doing it. That was a little mud hut I built for sleeping in because I kept dying out here in the vast wilderness that is a Minecraft world. Sheepies, Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, he does, and I want to take it from him. Turkish wool. Jungle biome. We're almost there. And I can see up ahead I've got a little break in the line there, which is okay. We're gonna hop off here. Let that go. We'll take that and, well, let's see. Maybe take that. I don't need carrots. And can I get by that? Probably not. So we're gonna build our way over it. Don't need those. Let's see. I'm gonna have to come back here with more powered rail, or more rail in general. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna put down my cart. And we're gonna give it a little nudge and then jump in it, and off we go. You can see it starting to render. Ta-da! Now, you might be thinking, trees don't grow that big in vanilla Minecraft, and you're kind of right, ish, sort of, maybe a little bit right, not terribly right, but somewhat right. I'll tell you the secret. What I did is I got jungle tree saplings, and I found a tall jungle tree. Obviously, this is a jungle tree, and it's all good, well, and normal until right here. You can see it's hard to pause it, but right there is a dirt block. And I planted another tree on top of that one, and bone mealed it, and let it grow. And I did that for, gosh, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 jungle trees, one on top of the other, just kept bone mealing them and bone mealing them, budding another dirt block right there, budding the trunks together as best I could, and made this wonderful tree. Hello, kitty. Hello, I know you've been out here all by yourself. Sit. Remember what I was telling you about that ender chest? Everything's still right there, and it's awesome. It's awesome when you've got multiple dwellings like I do. I can just throw something in there, go back to my main castle, and it's all right there. It's fantastic. just about over with the tour. Infinite water supply. Enchanting. What I want you to see now is my second mob spawner that I built up here. Now this one works great, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a little bit hard for me to explain. Somebody else could probably do it much better. But there's a radius around you which mobs will spawn, and it's quite large. It's like 256 blocks, which means anything outside of that, there won't be any mobs. But inside of that, all the mobs will spawn up to that max number depending on the conditions. So I needed to build this as far away from any other mob spawning potential as possible. And as you can see, we are way up here, which means any other mob that's spawning outside of here, you know, it just won't, because we are so high up. And just to note that, where are we? We are at 206. So that's at eye position, 206. And that's pretty darn tall. And so my mob spawner itself is even higher up. That first deck you saw is just where I collect my loots. Oh yeah. At the very top of the tree, here's my mob spawner. Yeah, you think we're far enough away from everything else? Oh, you could hear them in there too. I hear spiders. So it's just a real simple mob spawn. I'm not going to break it open. Well, yeah, what the hell, I'll break it open. I don't think I have an axe on me. This will do. So you can see it's pretty simple. Just platforms, a little bit of flowing water in there, and they generally. Oh, I don't want to deal with you or you. So all they do is they spawn on the wood and fall into the water. The water flows to the center point, and they fall down to take the express route here. Ow, I'm good. They fall down to here. To my, I forgot I named it this, Cornucopia del Muerte. That's right, the Cornucopia of Death. So they come falling down here, and it's just your basic lava water, burn your mob kind of thing. And because all I was interested in was their drops. So got a little viewing window here. If you're a touch on the morbid side like me, you can sit here and watch all your mobs burn to death. And it's everything. It's from witches to spiders. Everything comes down here. And the longer I stand here, the more mobs spawn up in that spawner. And I'll get 3, 4, 5 mobs all burn at the same time in view here. And hundreds in the course, you know, of maybe 20 minutes or so. And so it's pretty easy to load up on loot. Now that water continues to flow right to here, and you can see some of the loot coming out down into the hoppers. And I'll show you down there. Real simple setup. Hoppers drop it into my chest here, and there's all the drops. So there you have it. That's basically my very first vanilla Minecraft world. I appreciate you guys following along for the grand tour. I know some of those rails were a bit long to hang in there for, but I hope it was worth it. If you appreciated this video, a rating or subscription would be greatly appreciated on my behalf. And for those of you who have been following my Attack of the B Team, I just want you to know, although our last episode was really rocky and we died, and when I say died, I mean we died a lot, embarrassingly a lot. But good news on that front. Yeah, just good news on that front. You'll see. Go watch episode 3. I'll be posting it here shortly. And yeah, good news. We're not as bad off as we thought. So I'll see you there. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.